So, welcome to OK TV. My name is Fasu Donzo here, bringing you this live from Capitol Hill, where the members of the majority bloc have started to arrive here up Capitol Hill. Keep sharing, keep inviting others to watch along with you.
Can I talk to you, please? Can I talk to you?
How you got your information? Or who you got the information from?
I can't disclose my source to you.
So then I cannot respond to it. So why you got
There are players who take a security TJ from the speaker.
Sing it in. Are you walking the same as you'll be removed?
So we are moving to joint chamber. We are moving to the joint chamber. Keep following as we move to the joint chamber where the majority bloc will be having session today. They are coming in number. So I'm told that there's a serious increase in number. So we are going to see who are the new members that are joining the majority bloc.
Man, the general your ID go up. Go where it's all of Yeah, but I say I stop here and say your ID. If you generate, please go up. If you generate, your party go up.
Okay, so the chairs are arranged. The chairs are all arranged. Lawmakers are gathering all here, waiting for the arrival of others. Any moment from now, they will be starting. Yeah. Wow. So.
Aji.
So lawmakers are arriving. Deputy Sajid is also here.
Kevin.
No problem.
So today we are getting information that the fanatic offer may likely be removed today and be replaced immediately with another speaker. So these are some of the information we are getting. Besides that, we are also being told that there's other new members that are expected to join the majority bloc here today. So we are also waiting to see who are those people or new members that will be joining members of the majority.
So it's not that we already have a speaker. Everything requires a procedure.
So who is this chair reserved for as being...
Anybody will sit in the chair.
I heard your colleague say the incoming speaker in yes,
I did not hear that.
Was we supposed what your colleague said?
Well, we have a process to get a speaker elected. So once this phase is not over and the seat being declared vacant, we can say we have a speaker.
Your party CPP that you won on recently condemned the action of you people who are fighting to remove the speaker. What do you have to say about Mr. Cummings who released that statement?
Well, when we were going through the election, the party did not tell us who to vote for. So my decision at the House of Representatives was made solely by myself, and subsequent decisions, especially when it comes to deciding the leadership of the House, will also be made by me.
Did you consult
there's not a policy issue.
Did you consult your party?
There's a legislative issue and there's a leadership issue.
Did you consult your party?
Well, I'm saying that the precedent was already set. When we were doing our speakership election, the party did not tell me to vote for X, Y, or Z. And so why are they trying to want to tell me not to do the otherwise?
Since when you saw Mr. Cummings and said to him to talk?
About 3-4 months ago.
So was the decision made in consultation with the constitution for the district?
Well, equally so when I was electing, voting to elect the speaker, I didn't have to consult my constitution. If we do that, then there will be no work in this House of Representatives.
So, you never took a decision to suspend the Honorable Jane Marco on the Edward Party stating that they should stay away from facilitating casting of votes and all legislative procedures. Earlier this morning, we witnessed the person of the Edward Party on the grounds of the Capitol Building saying that he will receive invitation of citing him to investigate on the vote.
Well, Papi Fuma is contradicting himself because he responded to our invitation, only that he wanted that invitation to go through the speaker. And so he acknowledged that we requested his presence in our legislative setting. And so why would he say he did not receive that when he replied to that communication? So, they have a proverb that says, when a trap catches an animal newly, the animal can be telling the trap, even though go to my own water, they didn't know that a serious thing. So Papi is still thinking that an old man water business. You can convince the trap. You already trapped. So what the action that the display on the 17th of October is unrepresentative. It's not an honorable behavior. Papi Flomo, all of you guys seated here, standing here, witnessing, really invectives on the deputy speaker. Is that a behavior of a representative where you will go and insult another person's mother publicly, like you guys witness? They know.
Where his suspension stands if you succeed in having the speaker removed?
Well, the fact that he violated a rule, it does not hinge on whether we have a speaker or we don't have a speaker. What we're interested in is that the disciplinary action that is prescribed by our rule, and based on the violation that was committed, will be instituted.
Because I cannot remember all the time.
One thing we know that
it's just too many to remember.
If part of our business is to remove the speaker, yes.
Thank you very
much. The majority.
You're welcome.
That's why the majority of social rules like that. Well, as you do a roll call, you will see that.
Thank you.
So he's one of the lawmakers from Mimba County. He was there in conversation with journalists in Capitol Building here. So would there be speakership election today? Would there be speakership election today?
I cannot tell now. Left with the leadership.
Do you think you can get a 49 to remove the invited speaker?
Yeah, watch the video and see.
Okay. And that was the voice of Honorable Nathaniel Bawit of Grand Creek County.
His name is Nathaniel Bawit from Grand Creek County. So keep following. We are still observing the arrival of some of the lawmakers. Richard Cone, District 11, Mosoro County has just arrived. And earlier today, we observed us having conversation with some of the lawmakers here who kept this seat for him. So he's here having chat with some of his colleagues that preserve the seat for him. So he heard there, he is being called Honorable Speaker.
Take the seat.
So, Deputy Speaker Thomas Fowler has just arrived in the joint chamber.
Good morning, Honorable. How you doing? I'm so excited to have a discussion with the police, taking picture. I like this morning. This morning.
We have a section on regular things as well.
So what do we expect from today's session now that some of your colleagues are already in session?
We expect to commence based on the quorum, and then from there we start doing like people's work. Today we're going to actually maybe detailing the budget committee, how they're going to start working, how they're going to commence with the Senate or work along with the Senate to do like people's job. But for today, these are only things we have on the agenda. As we look at no regular sitting, nothing.
Do you think, talking about, last week before I gave the opportunity to my colleagues, talking about the 49, the two-third majority that you need to unseat the current invited speaker. I mean, the House, this black need to unseat the current.
So your colleagues are referring to you as the incoming speaker. What's the intention?
I don't know yet.
Why do you think they refer to you as the speaker?
Because maybe I contested in the previous election.
Will you contest if you were nominated by any of your colleagues?
If the time reaches, I will decide that, but not now.
But what do you expect today from today's session?
Today's a regular session.
Do you think
communication from colleagues?
Do you think the majority block will be 49 today?
We may pass 49, we may see 49.
This seat was
attendance.
This seat was purposely kept for you, and your colleague was calling
don't
you
say that.
speaker.
Nothing was purposely kept for somebody. Everyone there, you are qualified to be speaker. Once you are elected,
But you said the incoming speaker is
Why? Representative Cook.
I claim it. Jesus' name. I claim it.
So Representative Cook, why are you always pushing jab on Facebook or recent? Like this morning, I saw you said,
So keep following, keep sharing. I'm already here in the joint chamber where a moment from now the majority bloc will start to do their normal business. Sometimes hear from some of them, they are here to do the 11 people business. So you keep following and see what happens next from here.
Take one, sir.
So there's serious conversation ongoing there from the physical outlook of some of the lawmakers.
Maybe to have this tight meeting.
Some of the lawmakers look unhappy in the conversation there. So that competition has been ongoing for
that
for 5 to 10 minutes now.
His low fatty face goes funnel. Wanted to know what exactly they are discussing. As you are seeing here, those lawmakers are then quiet about Alpha Jones.
He's being called there by Alpha Jones, Kisi Kode, from his appearance look unhappy. So what is happening? What is being discussed that Kisi Kode not seem to be happy, but he's being talked to by a colleague and he's there knocking his head. I'm not getting actually what is being discussed, but from the look of things, some of them are not appear to look happy.
There is a meeting going before commencing this session. This slide with us.
So from where I stand, I'm not actually getting what is being discussed.
Just keep making sure
Please come.
Is a calling being talked to on what matter that which I cannot speak to. So his colleagues are there talking to him, making him to reason. Yeah, Fancy.
You are right there?
Yeah, Fatima myself. Fatima.
Yes, Constitution is still bring back.
So the presiding and the co-presiding has taken their seat and being so keep following. There's a lot is expected to be discussed here today. So keep following as we await the start of the session here in the Joint Chamber. My name is Faso. This is OK TV, OK FM 99.5.
Constitution is taking long.
Please have your seat. Please have a seat, thank you. Distinguished colleague session is about to commence. Please have your seats. Members of the protesters, our staffers, members of the public. Starting around, we will now call this section to order.
Good morning, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Co-Presiding, distinguished honorable members of the 55th Legislature. I have the honor and privilege at this time to announce to you the 11-day sitting of the 10th quarter of the first section of the Honorable House of Representatives, that of the 55th Legislature, Republic of Liberia, Thursday, November 21st, 2024. And now, therefore, this section is hereby called to order, and is hereby so ordered.
Amen. Amen. The 11th day sitting of the third quarter of the first section of the Honorable House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature of the Republic of Liberia, Thursday, November 21, 2024. And the message for today is a job well done. Taken from the text, Matthew 25, 31 to 34. A job well done. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. Shall shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd desires or divides his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on the right hand, but the goats on the left. The last verse. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, you blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. A job well done. It is very much good to be given a place of excellence. It is expedient to be praised for something that you have done very meticulously and succeed in your endeavors. I want you to keep in the back of your minds that failure is not your portion. Because one who fails cannot be considered as a job well done. Jesus was giving the accolades to these followers, telling them that when I was hungry, you fed me. And I know when you take over, what belongs to the workers will be given to them. Amen. So, I am encouraging you because all eyes are on you. All ears are open to you because of the job well done. So keep on the good work, and so that more accolades, more encomium will be given to you. And so I want to encourage you, do not give up in what you have begun. Complete what you have started, and so that you can be given what belongs to you. Let us pray. Lord Jesus, we thank you again for another blessing you have bestowed upon us. I pray for the session as the session is about to unfold. Lord, that you preside through the presiding officer, and you will lead through the representatives, that they will do the Liberian people's business. Thank you now in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Roll call. Roll the honorable members of the House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature of the Republic of Liberia. Honorable Councillor Funati. Honorable Councillor J. Funati Kofa, Speaker, Honorable House of Representatives, Republic of Liberia. Honorable Thomas P. Fala, Deputy Speaker, Honorable House of Representatives, Republic of Liberia. Mr. Rido County. Muyatu Ruki Barry. Museku Eskane. Musuo K. Momba. Honorable Anthony Marcus M. Thomas. Honorable Pisidia A. Kupo. Honorable Reverend Dr. Samuel Aaron Enders. Honorable Emmanuel Dan. Honorable Prince A. Tosh. Honorable Francis Afogo Jr. Honorable Yaka Wakoluba. Honorable Rachel N. Kuhn. Honorable Jerry Koluba Yobo. Honorable Edward Pape Flumbo. Honorable Muka Kekula Kamara. Honorable Abu Bana Kamara. Honorable Destin Ulawi Sibo. Honorable Bernard Blue Benson Jr.
The bigger blue. The bigger blue.
Grand Basin County. Honorable Asaji Bani. Honorable Dale Clarence T. Banks. Honorable Marvin Joe. Honorable Alfred S. Romo. Honorable Thomas A. Boswell II. Edo County. Honorable Thomas Robio Kuyo. Honorable Samson Kwiju Wea. Honorable Ellis Sonny Balnoa. Maryland County. Honorable Pete Marjorie. Honorable Anthony F. Williams. Honorable Austin Blady Taylor. Grand Cape Mao County. Honorable Bentu Masale. Honorable Mohamed Dosi. Honorable Buse Sodi Feka. Bon County. Honorable Prince K. Kwena. James M. Colette, Josiah Mabiko, Robert Flumbo Wamba, Eugene J. M. Colley, Moima Brice Meza, Fole E. Famler, Lofa County, Julie F. Weir, Mama Shafa Koto, BC K. Collins, Augustine B. Kewu, Nimba County, Samuel N. Bransunion, Yan G. Flumbo, Dega E. Gay, Honest M. Mase Sunion, Samuel G. Koga, Double T. Glavia, Musa Asambelete, Say Esme Anan, Taze Wombe, Grant Gida County, Jeremiah G. Sokan Sunion, Marie G. Johnson, Jacob C. D.B. II, Bowman County, Honorable Japapa Obidaya Bani, Honorable Bishop Johnson Jr., Honorable Sam P. Dalla, Roland O.P. Cooper, Awan K. Jones, Ellen A. Atore, Emmanuel Ya, Clarence G. Gar, Riverside County, Ellis J. Grant, Grand Crew County, Nathaniel M. Bowie Sr., Robert G. County, Alexander Paul, Aze B. Chidople Wo, Johnson S. N. Williams Sr., Wapolu County, Zina A. Norman, Luto S. Collins, and
reading correction, the caption of the agenda.
The 11-day sitting of the third quarter of the first section of the Honorable House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature of the Republic of Liberia. Thursday, November 21, 2024 agenda. 1. Section call to order. 2. Prayer. 3. Roll call. 4. Reading corrections and amendment and adoption of the agenda. 5. Call for petition. 6. Call for special committee report. 8. Call for standing committee report. 8. Call for bills, motions, and resolutions. Of Senate's engrossed bill number 1 and 2 entitled 1. An act amending the maritime law and restating, quote-unquote, an act to create an independent seaports and inland ports regulatory authority to provide for the regulation and sustainable development of seaports and inland ports operation and services in Liberia. And 2. Liberia Sea and Inland Ports decentralization and modernization. B. Communication from Honorable Anthony Williams, Representative Electoral District number 2, Maryland County, requesting the indulgence of the plenary of the Honorable House of Representatives to invite the Inspector General and the Chief of Traffic of the Liberia National Police, the Fire Service boss and his deputies, and the Director of Vehicle Registration and Inspection of the Ministry of Transport to address some key inquiries. C. Communication from Honorable Augustine B. Chewolo, Representative Electoral District number 5, Lofa County, requesting the indulgence of the House to invite the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police to appear before the House plenary to give reason or reasons why road traffic accident is on the increase, and to also provide details information on the ongoing vehicles inspection. D. Communication from Honorable Anthony F. Williams, Representative Electoral District number 2, Maryland County, reminding the Honorable House of Representatives for an increment in the salary benefits and or incentives of both political, administrative, and the secretarial staffers of the House of Representatives. 10. Miscellaneous. 11. Adjournment. Honorable Presiding Officer, Co-Presiding Officer, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen, that is the reading of the draft agenda for today's business being the 11-day sitting. Thank you, sir.
Distinguished colleagues who listen to the reading of the agenda, what is your great pleasure? Honorable Evans Jones.
co-presenter. I've been listening to the reading. That one is sitting. I've been listening to the agenda as read by the acting chief clerk. I move, if I may attain a second, that the agenda be received and adopted with the following corrections. The honor special committee report that the special committee set up to investigate the complaint from our colleagues concerning the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Fonanti Kofa, be placed on a special committee report. And item D, the communication from our colleagues, Honorable Anthony F. Williams, be turned over to leadership, and E, be an excuse from our colleague from Sano County District number 3, on Sonibor Noah. If the agenda can be accepted. Mr. Presiding, Mr. Co-Presiding colleagues, having listened to the agenda as read by the acting chief clerk, I move, if I may obtain a second, that the agenda be received, adopted after the following amendments. The item number 6, call for a special committee report. The special committees that were set up to investigate a complaint from our colleagues against the Speaker be placed on the agenda under special committee report. Item D, communication from Honorable Anthony F. Williams be sent to leadership, and E be introduced, which will contain an excuse from one of our colleagues, a colleague from Sano County District number 3, Honorable Sonibor Noah. If I may obtain a second.
Distinguished colleagues, before me stating my motion made by our distinguished colleague from Mount Gilead County, are you ready to vote? All those who favor the motion may please make a number saying yea. Against? Motion is carried. Call for petition.
There is no petition. Honorable Presiding Officer.
Distinguished colleagues, in continuation of proceeding on last Tuesday, the chair will seize this movement with authority in the gavel. We announce members of committees this morning. As stated in the rules of the Honorable House of Representatives, the motion that was made the other day against the presiding authority to reconfigure committees, statutory committees, steering committees, being imposed is on that basis. We're going to do additional appointments today.
I did.
Our team presiding officer. Thank you. Those appointed for today or be appointed today are as follows. Chairperson of Judiciary, Honorable Samuel Kogan. Honorable Anthony Williams, Banking and Currency Chairperson. Honorable Foley Family, Committee on Construction. Honorable Yan Flomo, Committee on Education. Honorable Kissy Collins, Chairman on National Security. Honorable Jeremiah Sokan, Chairman Lands and Mines. Honorable Alva Jones, with TU, LTA as Chairperson. Honorable Marie Johnson, Chairperson of Modernization. Honorable Ernest Maze, Chairperson of Public Works. Honorable Austin Taylor, Chairman of Maritime. Honorable Johnson Williams, Chairperson on Gender. Honorable Gliga, Chairman of Good Governance. The way forward, Honorable Nathaniel Bowie, Chairman on Internal Affairs. I know we won't hear much, but way forward. Honorable Julie Williams, Routine Chairperson on Health. In addition to the Committee on Waste, Means and Finance, the members. The last time we announced PMAS jury, Honorable Gliga, Honorable Thomas. Today, because we have the budget, we have to constitute the entire committee. Honorable Julie Williams, Lufa, Avas Jones, Mankibi, Nathaniel Powell, Grenku, Mana Bishop, Tommy, Mustafa Warate, Bapulu, Honorable Dorsey, Grand Kipper, Honorable Clarence Benz, Grand Passer, Honorable Steve Tikwa, River Sess, Honorable Johnson Williams, River G, Honorable Foley Family, Town County, Committee Chairperson of National Defense, Honorable Mano Johnson, Bishop Mano Johnson, Chairperson. So distinguished colleagues, as we continue with our proceeding, Honorable Abu Bernard Johnson, retained as Chairman of Information. So we continue the consultation and then the proceeding of the Honorable House of Representatives continues. Information. So, DJ Blue, the DJ. So Honorable Marie Johnson, Grand Jury was also. So as we continue with our proceeding, consultation continues. Thank you. Yes. Business call for special committees report.
Yes, sir.
Proceed.
Special committee report on the investigation into the complaint by members of the 55th Legislature against the Speaker, Honorable Jonathan Fonati Kofa. Executive summary. On the 25th of October, executive summary. On the 25th of October 2024, 6 members of the 55th Legislature submitted an official complaint to plenary for appropriate action against Honorable Councillor J. Funanti Kofa, Speaker of the House of Representatives of the 55th National Legislature of the Republic of Liberia, for the necessary and appropriate action. In their complaint, they claimed that over the period of Speaker Kofa incumbency, they have observed with keen attention and reached the conclusion that Speaker Councillor Jonathan Funanti Kofa has been involved with a number of issues which, in their view, grossly contravene the standard rules of the House of Representatives and bringing into conflict with the Liberian Constitution, which is the organic law of the Republic. Among other things, the complaints availed the following to wit. 1. That Honorable Councillor J. Funanti Kofa is significantly conflicted with interest, which is impeding the smooth functions of various committees of the House of Representatives by being the lead consultant and lawyer for several agencies of government, concessions, and other private companies in the country, over which the House of Representatives exercises oversight responsibilities. These agencies and concessions include the Liberian Petroleum and Refining Corporation, LPRC, Liberia Maritime Authority, LMA, National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority, NAFA, Liberia Telecommunication Authority, LTA, National Social Security and Welfare Corporation, NASCO, City Trust Savings and Loan Bank, Central Bank of Liberia, CBL, Ramos International Airport, RIA, National Port Authority, MPA, National Oil Company of Liberia, NOCA, B Mountain Mining Company, BMMC, Western Clusters, and Telecommunication International Alliance, ERA, amongst others. This conflicted behavior of the Honorable Speaker violates Rule 45.1 and Rule 45.2 of the Rules and Procedures of the House of Representatives under the subheading Conflict of Interest, which states, quote, where a member elected or delegated by the House to perform a certain task finds that the case at hand is related to his or her interest or that of a close relative, he or she shall withdraw from handling the case after notifying the House, the Speaker, or the committee of which he or she is a member, unquote. Rule 45.2 reads, quote, no member may be employed or engaged himself or herself in an occupation which is incompatible with the responsibilities vested on him or her, or is in breach of the trust given to him or her, or is damaging to the prestige and dignity of the House, unquote. Evidently, the Speaker, Honorable Councillor J. Funanti Kofa, conflicts his business interest with his leadership of the Honorable House, which grossly violates Rule 45.1, thus making it incompatible with his position, tarnishes the prestige and reputation of the House, and is detrimental to the common good of the Liberian people. 2. That the complainants avail that it is not possible for the Honorable House, who is incapacitated, Honorable Speaker, who is incapacitated from performing his function, duties, and responsibility as the administrative, supervisory, and political leader of the Honorable House of Representatives when he directly, personally, and or indirectly through his law firm, advised the companies mentioned in paragraph 1 above, all of which companies are subject to the oversight responsibility of the Honorable House of Representatives. 3. That the Honorable Speaker single-handedly selected Liberia's representatives to the ECOWAS Parliament and lied on oath that he conducted an election on February 7, 2024 without the conduct of an election. The Speaker submitted a list of Liberia's members of the House of Representatives to the 6th legislature of the ECOWAS Parliament to Dr. Sedi Mohammed, the Right Honorable Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament. In the transmitted letter which bears the subject quote, election of Liberian representatives to the 6th legislature of the ECOWAS Parliament, unquote, the Liberian House Speaker lied on oath and misled the ECOWAS Parliament, violating provisions of the protocol of the ECOWAS Parliament. Honorable Councillor J. Fonati Kofa's actions are in total contravention of subsection A of Article 18 of the ECOWAS Protocol titled, quote, elections, terms of office and vacancies, unquote, which state that, quote, states representatives shall be elected by direct universal suffrage by citizens of member states, unquote. Its actions are also in contravention of subsection B of Article 18 of the ECOWAS Protocol. Subsection B of Article 18 states that the representative of each member state reflect as much as possible duration in the state. Even more consequential, the Speaker's actions violated 40.1 and 40.2 of the House of Representatives, which are under the heading Rule 40, Honesty and Transparency. Rule 40.1 states, quote unquote, without prejudice to the provision of this rule, every member shall be honest and transparent at any time. Rule 40.2, which tends to define what, quote unquote, honest and transparent mean, states as follows, quote unquote, no member may introduce false information or unsubstantiated matter pretending that it is true. The occupant of the office of the Speaker is expected to exhibit a high degree of morality and protect the rule of law, but the Speaker's action evidently revealed that he lacks the moral rectitude and behavioral competence to perform in this office. 4. That the Speaker, Honorable Councillor J. Fonati Kofa, during his tenure as Deputy Speaker of the 54th Legislature, alarmingly overspent his budget and was believed to have used his budget line as conveyor for suspicious financial transactions. This is evidenced by the alarming outturn of $4,038,687 actual money spent, a whopping $2,936,159 higher than the amount of $1,102,528 budgeted for fiscal year 2023 for the office of the Deputy Speaker. Reference page 3 of the fiscal year 2024 draft national budget. This practice amounts to systemic corruption and continues to reflect negatively on the office of the Speaker and subjects this Honorable House's shadow practices by putting a credibility tint on the image of the Honorable House, which immensely violates Article 5C of the 1986 Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, quote unquote, take steps by appropriate legislation and executive orders to eliminate sectionalism and tribalism and such abuses of power as the misuse of government resources, nepotism, and all other corrupt practices. Rule 44.1 of the House's Rules and Procedure, being free from corruption, states, quote-unquote, members are expected to fight corruption effectively by being free from corrupt practices and opposing corruption and set example in any anti-corruption struggle. 5. That on the 7-day sitting of the second quarter of the first section of the Honorable House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature of the Republic of Liberia, June 6, 2024, revealed through its agenda that the budget law was authored by the Honorable Speaker, Honorable Councillor J. Fonati Kofa. A communication from Honorable Clarence G. Gar, representative of Electoral District Number 5 of Magidi County, craved the indulgence of plenary to recall the national budget for illegal alteration of the budget law. 6. That on April 29, 2024, the 9-day Journal of the Extraordinary Section of the Honorable House of Representatives of the first quarter of the first section of the 55th Legislature of the Republic of Liberia reveals that the Honorable House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature met on April 29, 2024 with the representatives of District Number 2, Grand Crew County, Honorable J. Fonati Kofa, Speaker and Presiding Officer for the sole passage of the 2024 National Budget. Honorable James M. Kola of District Number 2, Bon County, put for a motion. The motion states, quote unquote, Honorable Speaker, Deputy Speaker, and distinguished colleagues, having listened to a well-read report from the Committee on Ways, Means and Finance, and done due diligence and taking into consideration that this budget was initially submitted by the executive in the tune of $692,408,827 United States dollars, and taking into consideration that the committee invited all agencies that are captured in the budget for budget defense, and in such proceeding, those that had issues and qualms were submitted to the Committee on Ways, Means and Finance and was taken into consideration. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, and distinguished colleagues, I move, if I can obtain a second, that this instrument submitted to this plenary be passed with the following. A, that for controlling purposes, everywhere in the budget law, where LBO is stated, be replaced with the Public Account Committee, which is the PAC that has the responsibility to ensure that there is transparency in all government entities. That is to say that in government spending, all entities be passed as such that all communication therein be accepted, and any motion for reconsideration must be tried and tested on the floor. The motion was seconded by Honorable Clarence Gar of Electoral District Number 5, Magidi County. This motion was accepted and unanimously voted upon, but after the printing of the budget law, the decision of plenary as a result of the motion was deliberately ignored in that LBO was retained instead of PAC. We believe that this was a calculated signatories, including Speaker Kofa of the budget law, to deceive the House of Representatives. 7. That the Speaker has unilaterally created new committees and new departments and merged new departments with existing ones in the House of Representatives without the approval of plenary, the highest decision-making body, and without regard to standard practice. Committees created are committees on science and technology and water and sanitation, while departments unilaterally established are Fleet Department, Nurses Department, Project Department, and Legal Counsel Department. The newly created Legal Counsel Department has been combined with the existing Legal Drafting Department in total disregard to the fact that the existing Legal Drafting Department was created by an act of the legislature. This is a complete contravention of Rule 7.11. Quote, the Speaker shall carry out duties assigned to him by plenary, unquote. The unilateral merger and modification of structures violates Rule 63.1. Under Rule 63, amendment and suspension of rules which states, quote unquote, these rules shall not be altered unless the members of the House have received a 24-hour notice of the proposed change. The 24-hour period shall commence with the placement of printed copy of the proposed amendment upon the desk of each member. Changes in these rules shall be taken up as a special order. Any change in these rules shall require the approval of two-thirds majority of the member of the House, unquote. The Speaker's action of unilaterally creating new committees and various departments in the House of Representatives without the approval of plenaries, the highest decision-making body, renders him administratively incompetent of presiding over the Honorable House of Representatives. 8. That the Speaker, Councillor Fonanti Kofa, who was former town manager of Zebulon of North Carolina, has been convicted and was disbarred following charges of embezzling approximately $500,000 United States dollars. Speaker Councillor J. Fonanti Kofa was made to restitute some of the money, and the rest was charged to community service. To date, Speaker Honorable Councillor J. Fonanti Kofa is still doing community service in the town of Zebulon in North Carolina, which is expected to be concluded by March 2026. Speaker Councillor J. Fonanti Kofa is a criminal that has spillover effect on his current position, thus harming the government of Liberia and the public, and as well damages the prestige and dignity of the Honorable House of Representatives of the Republic of Liberia. Additionally, the following concerns were raised by the complainants as an addendum in addition to the amendment of the official complaint file, which includes, among others, the following. 1. That Speaker interference with the General Auditing Commission order of the House of Representatives. It was alleged that the Speaker stated that the audit team of the GSC were driven from the Capitol building without his knowledge, which requires clarity with sufficient evidence and justification. 2. That the Speaker should provide detailed information or report to the committee on the usage of the US $5.6 million instead of the US $1.5 allotted in the 2023 national budget for the office of the Deputy Speaker, when he served as Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives in the 54th Legislature. 3. That the Speaker should provide clarification on his alleged accusation of members of the House of Representatives personal budget allocation. It is alleged that the Speaker accepted that lawmakers requested him to place monies in the national budget for their personal use. 4. That it is alleged that the Speaker, during his presentation on Spoon Talk Show, mentioned allegation of extortion of monies from land ministers and agencies and budget manipulation by members of the 55th Legislature of Liberia at Boulevard Palace Hotel, especially in room 1026 during the budget hearing process. 5. alleged claims regarding diplomatic travel to Guinea. That it is also alleged that the Speaker lamented that members of the House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature requested to travel to Guinea to establish diplomatic ties and solicit funds from the Guinean government for personal use. 6. That the action of the Speaker to arbitrarily elevate the Honorable House of Representatives Standing Committee on Elections and Inauguration to a statutory committee merely to certify a black member who had hired their mother-in-law as a cook and could not get her on payroll without seeking plenary approbation of plenary. Meanwhile, the complaint followed that the action of the Speaker, as intimated sopra, grossly contravened Article 90A of the 1986 Constitution, Rule 44.1, Rule 45.1, Rule 45.2 of the Rules and Procedures of the House of Representatives. Plenary mandate. Consistent with the rules and procedures of the House of Representatives, the complaint was read in plenary by the acting chief clerk in section with a motion tried and carried on Tuesday, November 12, 2024. The following decision was made thereof with a mandate from plenary as follows. 1. That given the nature of the complaint, the matter be referred to a special committee constituted by plenary considering members from diverse committees. 2. That the acting chief clerk be mandated to notify the Speaker with the dispatch of a copy of a complaint and all attachments thereof. 3. That the Speaker, upon receipt of the complaint, shall respond to the complaint in writing, recusing himself from the presiding over the House pending the investigation. 4. That the Deputy Speaker shall preside over the plenary during the period of the investigation by the Special Committee. 5. That the investigation be done expeditiously and shall not exceed 2 weeks. 6. That following the investigation, the Special Committee shall submit an official report to plenary. The Special Committee consists of the following members. 1. Honorable Margaret N. Thomas, Chairman. Honorable Marie G. Johnson, Co-Chair. Honorable Ernest M. Marcier, Senior, Secretary. Honorable J. Clarence T. Banks, Member. Honorable Austin B. Taylor, Member. Honorable Sam P. Jala, Member. Honorable Mana B. Johnson, Member. The Special Committee Execution of Plenary Mandate. Meanwhile, the Special Committee, having been mandated by plenary to expeditiously investigate the matter, consistent with the doctrine of due process as provided in Article 20A of the 1986 Constitution of Liberia, which resolved unanimously to the following methodology as a roadmap for the conduct of the investigation. That committee dispatch official citation to both complainant and defendant to accord the parties due process with the opportunity to even appear with their lawyers. The committee concerned the duration of the investigation arranged the schedule of appearances within a period of 2 weeks. The committee, consistent with the civil procedure law of Liberia and a quasi-judicial process, scheduled the parties to appear together, whilst the complainants take the stand to present their case with the summation of evidence and exhibits as a matter of law, with direct and cross-examination while the defendant follows. Parties were granted the opportunity to appear with their legal counsels. The complaints dispatched were detailed with exhibits and attachment with a request of a written response from the parties, service of process. A specific date, time, location and venue was agreed upon by the committee for the commencement of the hearing or investigation. The parties were allowed the opportunity to present additional evidence on discovery of new and additional evidences, subpoena of records and documentations from the concerned institutions relative to the availment of the complaint. The committee highlighted the consummation of a zero draft for consideration of members for input, thus leading to the final report. The committee resolved to the consultation of legal practitioners to review and validate the processing leading to the final conclusion and decision. Summation of final report with recommendations to plenary. Honorable Presiding Officer, co-presiding and distinguished colleagues, we are pleased to inform plenary that the opportunity to be heard and the opportunity for the accused to face the accuser was granted to the parties as provided by Article 28 of the Constitution by the Speaker, having been written on 3 separate occasions to appear to answer to the concerns raised by the complainants and to also provide a written response to all counts as stipulated in the complaint, deliberately declined to receive the said communications as the 3 citations were returned unsaid with all other means of service of fraud, including the last known email address and WhatsApp and messenger contact, thus making the committee to presume that the citation was considered effectively served. Meanwhile, owing to the nature of the matter and the time allotted thereof by plenary, the 6 complainants to include Honorable Samuel G. Koga, Representative, District Number 5, Nima County, Honorable Anthony F. Williams, Representative, District Number 2, Maryland County, Honorable Samuel N. Brown, Sr., Representative, District Number 1, Nima County, Honorable Prince Todd, Representative, District Number 8, Moserado County, Honorable Johnson S. N. Williams, Sr., River G. County, and Honorable Ellis Joe Brent, Representative, District Number 1, Riverside County, were sworn in, respectively, consistent with Section 25.5, burden of proof, as they provided oral testimony with the submission of species of evidence and exhibits to substantiate their allegation against the Speaker through an quasi-judicial proceeding which lasted for a period of 2 weeks. The full records and details of investigation which was done in writing are in the exclusive custody of the chief clerk, who took minutes and records of hearing to form a quotient part of the final report. Conclusion. The committee, having exhausted all remedies, in addition to according the parties the opportunity to be heard, with the evidence of Speaker refusal to honor the mandate of plenary by subjecting himself to the investigation. As a matter of law, the failure of an accused to appear constitutes a judgment of bar denial, where judgment is entered by default and the accused suffers waiver and laches consistent with Part 3, Section 42 of 31 Civil Procedure Law of Liberia. Recommendation. Wherefore, and in lieu of the foregoing, the Special Committee recommends that plenary that takes the appropriate action consistent with the rules and procedures of the House of Representatives, the 1986 Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, and other statutes and laws pursuant thereof, grant unto plaintiff all and any further relief that plenary may deem just and equitable. Signed, all members of the committee, with the exception of Sir P. Jala, who is distant, did not serve, but all members served. Honorable Presiding Officer, Co-Presiding Officer, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen, that is the reading of the communication, the report from the ACO Committee, signed Honorable Margaret M. Thomas, Chairman, signed Honorable Marie G. Johnson, Co-Chair, signed Honorable N.S.M. Marcier, Sr., signed Honorable Austin B. Taylor, signed Honorable J. Clarence T. Banks, unsigned Honorable Sam B. Jala, and signed Mana B. Johnson. Thank you, sir.
Distinguished colleagues, please have your seat. A little inquiry to Honorable Acting Chief Clerk, Deputy Chief Clerk of the Honorable House of Representatives. Before we seek the way and pleasure of our colleague, the chair may have to answer this inquiry. Yes, as of this session, did you receive communications from our colleagues concerning rescinding signatures as of this movement, namely Honorable Pedro Masale, Ellis Noir, Honorable Thomas Oswald, Honorable Lucas Collins, Honorable Martin Jones? Do you have any communication?
I did not sign for any communication, sir.
Thank you. For the record. Inquiry, order. What's the point of the inquiry?
Thank you, Mr. Presiding, Co-Presiding Police. On the premise of the inquiry made by the acting speaker, who is the presiding, Mr. Acting Chief Clerk, with the exception of those named four, were there any dissent or decline of signature of any of the members within the 55th legislature precisely in the House of Representatives that you have in your possession?
Not to my knowledge, sir.
Any other inquiry, please? So with the exception of those names that were called, do you have, in addition, do you have any communication from any of our colleagues, names not mentioned?
Names mentioned, I have not received any communication.
Those names that were not mentioned, did you?
No, sir.
Information.
Presiding, Co-Presiding Police. My information is resolution contract by and between some group of people. But the fact that those that agree to consummate that agreement had not formally informed the member of that group through written communication, by law, they are genuine.
Information noted. Next. With that said, distinguished colleagues, you listen to the report of the committee that was set up to put the Honorable Speaker. What is your way of pleasure? Having listened to the reading of the report from the committee. I've asked you.
I will send to the
So now
Did I hear you say you yield?
Mr. Presiding, co-presiding, fellow colleagues, having listened to the communication being read, the report to be received, and that all signatory by this plenary affirming a decision that will be reached, be read, and thereafter a formal and final decision will be taken.
Did I get a second?
So second.
Distinguished colleagues, having listened to the motion made by Honorable Samuel Coker, are you ready to vote? All those in favor of the motion made by the Right Honorable Samuel Coker, please raise your right hand. Against? Abstentions?
The Honorable Presiding, Honorable Co-Presiding, Honorable ladies and gentlemen, the vote is unanimous.
With unanimous votes, Honorable Deputy Chief Clerk, Acting Chief Clerk, you may now proceed with the reading of those signatures. Thank you. So you do the resolution.
Resolution of third majority of the 55th Legislature of the Republic of Liberia House of Representatives to effectuate the removal of Honorable Jonathan Funati Kofa as Speaker of the House of Representatives and dissolution of all of HOR committees. Whereas on the 25th of October 2024, 6 members of the House of Representatives of the 55th National Legislature submitted an official complaint to plenary against Honorable Councillor J. Funati Kofa, Speaker of the House of Representatives of the 55th National Legislature of the Republic of Liberia for the necessary and appropriate action. Whereas, upon reading the complaint in plenary of the House of Representatives of the 55th National Legislature, Republic of Liberia, there was the complaint to a special committee. Whereas, upon the passage of the motion through vote, the presiding officer constituted a special committee to investigate the complaint and report to plenary in 2 weeks. Whereas, the following lawmakers were appointed as members of the committee: Honorable Martha M. Thomas, Chairman; Honorable Mary G. Johnson, Co-Chair; Honorable Ernest M. Marciet Sr., Secretary; Honorable Austin B. Taylor, Member; Honorable J. Clarence T. Banks, Member; Honorable Sam P. Jala, Member; and Honorable Mana B. Johnson, Member. Whereas, in their complaint, they indicted that over the period of Speaker Kofa's incumbency, they have observed with keen attention and reached the conclusion that Speaker Councillor Jonathan Funati Kofa has been involved with a number of issues which, in their view, grossly contravene the standing rules of the House of Representatives and bringing into conflict with the Liberian Constitution, which is the organic law of the Republic. Amongst other things, the complainants averred the following to wit. 1. Honorable Councillor J. Funati Kofa is significantly conflicted with interest, which is impeding the smooth functions of the various committees of the House of Representatives by being the lead consultant and lawyer for several agencies of government, concessions, and other private companies in the country over which the House of Representatives exercises oversight responsibilities. These agencies and concessions include the Liberia Petroleum and Refining Corporation, Liberia Maritime Authority, National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority, Liberia Telecommunication Authority, National Social Security and Welfare Corporation, City Trust Savings and Loan Bank, Central Bank of Liberia, Roberts International Airport, National Port Authority, National Oil Company of Liberia, B Mountain Mining Company, Western Cluster, and Telecommunication International Alliance, amongst others. This conflicted behavior of the Honorable Speaker violates Rule 45.1 and Rule 45.2 of the Rules and Procedures of the House of Representatives under the subheading Conflict of Interest, which state, quote-unquote, where a member elected or delegated by the House to perform a certain task finds that the case at hand is related to his or her interest or that of a close relative, he or she shall withdraw from handling the case after notifying the House, the Speaker, or the committee of which he or she is a member, unquote. Rule 45.2 reads, quote unquote, no member may be employed or engage himself or herself in an occupation which is incompatible with the responsibility vested on him or her or is in breach of the trust given to him or her or its damages and dignity of the House. Evidently, the Speaker, Honorable Councillor J. Fonati Kofa, conflicts his business interests with his leadership of the Honorable House, which grossly violates Rule 45.1, thus making it incompatible with his position, tarnishes the prestige and the reputation of the House, and is detrimental to the common good of the Liberian people. 2, that the complainant averred that it is not possible for the Honorable House, for the Honorable Speaker, who is incapacitated from performing his function, duties, and responsibility as the administrative, supervisory, and political leader of the Honorable House of Representatives when he directly, personally, and or indirectly through his law firm advised the companies mentioned in paragraph 1 above, all of which companies are subject to the oversight responsibilities of the Honorable House of Representatives. 3. Whereas the Honorable Speaker single-handedly selected Liberia's representative to the ECOWAS Parliament and lied on oath that he conducted an election on February 7, 2024, without the conduct of an election. The Speaker submitted a list of Liberia's members of the House of Representatives to the 6th legislature of the ECOWAS Parliament to Dr. Sidi Mohammed, the Right Honorable Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament. In a transmitted letter which bears the subject, quote-unquote, election of Liberian representatives to the 6th legislature of the ECOWAS Parliament, the Liberian Speaker lied on oath and misled the ECOWAS Parliament, violating provisions of the protocol of the ECOWAS Parliament. Honorable Councillor J. Fonati Kofa's actions are in total contravention of Section A of Article 18 of the ECOWAS Protocol titled, quote-unquote, election, terms of office and vacancies, which states that, quote-unquote, states representatives shall be elected by direct universal suffrage by citizens of member states. His actions are also in contravention of subsection B of Article 18 of the ECOWAS Protocol. Subsection B of Article 18 states that the representative of each member state reflect as much as possible the political configuration in the state. Even more consequential, that Speaker's action violated Rule 40.1 and 40.2 of the House of Representatives, which are under the heading Rule 40, honesty and transparency. Rule 40.1 states, quote-unquote, without prejudice to the provision of this rule, every member shall be honest and transparent at any time. Rule 40.2, which tends to define what quote-unquote honest and transparent mean, states as follows. No member may introduce false information or unsubstantiated matter pretending that it is true. The occupant of the office of the Speaker is expected to exhibit a high degree of morality and protect the rule of law, but the Speaker's action evidently revealed that he lacks the moral rectitude and behavioral competence to perform in this office. 4. That the Speaker, Honorable Councillor J. Vonati Kofa, during his tenure as Deputy Speaker of the 54th Legislature, alarmingly overspent his budget and was believed to have used his budget line as conveyor for suspicious financial transactions. This is evidenced by the alarming outturn of $4,038,687 actual money spent, a whooping $2,936,159 higher than the amount of $1,102,528 budgeted for fiscal year 2023 for the office of the Deputy Speaker. Reference page 3 of the fiscal year 2024 draft national budget. This practice amounts to systemic corruption and continues to reflect negatively on the office of the Speaker and subjects this honorable House shadow practices by putting a credibility tint on the image of the honorable House, which immensely violates Article 5C of the 1986 Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, quote-unquote, take steps by appropriate legislation as executive orders to eliminate sectionalism and tribalism and such abuses of power as the misuse of government resources, nepotism, and all other corrupt practices. Rule 44.1 of the House's Rules and Procedure, bring free from corruption, states members are expected to fight corruption effectively by being free from corrupt practices and opposing corruption and set example in any anti-corruption struggle. 5. That on the 7-day sitting of the second quarter of the first section of the Honorable House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature of the Republic of Liberia, June 6, 2024, revealed through its agenda that the budget law was authored by the Honorable Speaker, Honorable Councillor J. Vonati Kofa. A communication from Honorable Clarence G. Gar, representative of the Electoral District No. 5 of Margibi County, praised the indulgence of plenary to recall the national budget for illegal alteration of the budget law. 6. That on April 29, 2024, the 9-day journal of the extraordinary section of the Honorable House of Representatives of the first quarter of the first section of the 55th Legislature of the Republic of Liberia reveals that the Honorable House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature met on April 29, 2024 with the representatives of District No. 2, Grand Crew County, Honorable J. Vonati Kofa, Speaker and Presiding Officer, for the sole purpose passage of the 2024 national budget. Honorable James M. Colette, District No. 2, Bon County, proffered a motion. The motion states, quote-unquote, Honorable Speaker, Deputy Speaker, and distinguished colleagues, having listened to a well-read report from the Committee on Ways, Means, and Finance, and done due diligence and taking into consideration that this budget was initially submitted by the executive in a tune of $408,827 United States dollars, and taking into consideration that the committee invited all agencies that are captured in the budget for budget defense, and in such proceeding, those that had issues and qualms were submitted to the Committee on Ways, Means and Finance and was taken into consideration. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, and distinguished colleagues, I move if I can obtain a second that this instrument submitted to this plenary be passed with the following. A, that for controlling purposes, everywhere in the budget law, where LBO is stated to be replaced with Public Accounts Committee, which is the PAC, that has the responsibility to ensure that there is transparency in all government entities. That is to say that if government spending, all entities be passed as such that all communication therein be accepted, and any motion for reconsideration must be tried and tested on this floor. The motion was seconded by Honorable Clarence Gar of Electoral District Number 5, Margibi County. This motion was accepted and unanimously voted upon. But after the printing of the budget law, the decision of plenary as a result of the motion was deliberately ignored in that LBO was retained instead of PAC. We believe that this was a calculated, sinister move by the signatories, including Speaker Kofa of the budget law, to deceive the House of Representatives, members of the House of Representatives. Whereas the complainant furthered that the action of the Speaker as intimated supra grossly contravened Article 98 of the 1986 Constitution of Liberia, Rule 44, subsection 1, Rule 45, subsection 1, Rule 45, subsection 2 of the Rules and Procedures of the House of Representatives. Now, therefore, we, the below honorable members of the House of Representatives of the 55th National Legislature, do hereby affix our signatures to this resolution for the following reasons to wit. 1. That the Speaker, Honorable Councillor J. Funati Kofa, is henceforth removed from the Speakership of the 55th National Legislature of the Republic of Liberia with immediate effect consistent with Article 49 of the 1986 Constitution of Liberia and Rule 9.1 of the Rules and Procedure of the House of Representatives. 2. That the removal of Honorable Councillor J. Funadu Kofa hereby nullifies all appointment made by him while serving as Speaker of the Republic of Liberia, consistent with Rule 54.1 of the Rules and Procedures of the House of Representatives. Honorable J. Clarence Beck signed.
The signature. Sorry. Please read the communication from Honorable Ellis Mann. Excuse me.
Mr. C. Commerce Chair, Acting Chief Clerk, House of Representatives, Capital Building. Dear Mr. C. Commerce Chair, I write to acknowledge receipt of a communication dated November 5.
Hold on. Please proceed.
Observation.
So the acting have been called by the presiding officer. So they are in conversation. What being discussed can actually speak to that. What they are having a discussion there. So keep following as we are waiting him to continue the reading matter.
I write to receive of a communication dated November 5, 2024, which emanated from you by the director of the good number of my colleagues who are organized under the canopy, majority members of the House of Representatives, currently convening in the joint chamber of the legislature. In the aforementioned letter, my distinguished colleagues have invoked Rule 48.2 of our standing rules and procedure, where 3 of my colleagues complained me and the body requested me to appear before the committee of the whole on November 12, 2024 at 10 o'clock a.m. Joint Chambers of the House of Representatives, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Liberia. In view of the aforementioned, and considering that the proceedings signals and seriously border on our rules and procedures and the sacred Liberian Constitution, I write to crave the indulgence of my colleagues in the joint chamber to excuse my absence today in order to allow me to make an informed decision that will not contravene the Liberian Constitution and all relevant status from today's date, Thursday, November 21, 2024, to next section day, which will be Tuesday, November 26, 2024. Please accept the assurances of my highest esteem. Respectfully, Honorable Ellis X. Noah. Honorable Presiding Officer, Co-Presiding Officer, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen, that is the reading of the communication from your colleague, Honorable Ellis S. Noah.
I said first. Can we know that?
Yeah, noted.
Thank you.
We proceed.
Proceed.
May I ask for excuse?
Excuse noted.
Honorable J. Bassa County, District number 2, signed. Honorable James M. Colette, Bon County, District number 1, signed. Honorable Prince A. Todd, Monserrato, District number 8, signed.
That man read, no. Let me read.
Honorable Mana B. Johnson Jr., Bombing, District number 2, signed. Honorable Nathaniel N. Bowett Sr., number 6. Honorable, please let me start over. Number 1, J. Clarence Banks, Grand Bassa County, District number 2, signed. 2, James M. Colette, Bon County, District number 2, signed. 3, Ellis Job Grant, Riverside, District number 1, signed. 4, Prince A. Todd, Monserrato County, 8, signed. 5, Mana B. Johnson Jr., Bombing, 2, signed. 6, Honorable Nathaniel M. Bowell Sr., Grand Crew, 1, signed. 7, Honorable Prince K. Quena, Bon, 1, signed. 8, Honorable Richard Nabekun, Monserrato, 11, signed. 9, Honorable Sekou S. Kane, Monserrato, 2, signed. 10, Honorable Jakpapa O. Vani, Bombing, 1, signed. 11, Mohamed Dossier, Cape Mount, 2, signed. 12, Augustine B. Chewolo, Lofa, 5, signed. 13, Austin B. Taylor, Maryland, District 3, signed. 14, Mustafa Warete, Bapolu 3, signed. 15, C.S. Miana, Nimba, 8, signed. 16, Rabo F. Wongwe, Bon, 4, signed. 17, Alfred H. Flomo, Basso, 4, signed. 18, Nyanji Flomo, Nimba, District 2, signed. 19, Ase G. Bani, Grand Bassa 1, signed. 20, Sam P. Jala, Bombing 3, signed. 21, NSM Mansier, Nimba, District 4, signed. 22, Honorable Anthony F. Williams, Maryland 2, signed. 23, Samson Kwiju, Wea Sano 2, signed. 24, Honorable Alexander Paul Rewaji 1, signed. 25, Johnson S.M. Williams Sion 3, District 3 Rewaji, signed. 26, Honorable Neka E. Gay Nima, District 3, signed. 27, Ase B. Chope Wo, Rewaji 2, signed. 28, Honorable Samuel N. Brown Sr., Nima County, District 1, signed. 29, Emmanuel Ya Magibi 4, signed. 30, Steve Tikwa, Riverside, District 2, signed. 31, Bindu Masale, Grand Cape Mount, District 1, signed. 32, Marco M. Thomas, Maserado 4, signed. 33, Clarence G. Ga Magibi 5, signed. 34, Fode E. Famula Bond 7, signed. 35, Dawon T. Grigia Nima District 6, signed. 36, Ava Koklo Jones Magibi 2, signed. 37, P. Mark Jure Maryland 1, signed. 38, Jeremiah G. Soka Grandjira 1, signed. 39, Momo S. Poto Lofa District 3, signed. 40, Gisi K. Collins Lofa District 4, signed. 41, Julie F. Wea Lofa District 2, signed. 42,
I don't understand the refugee.
42, Thomas A. Goswa, Grand Bassa 5, signed. 43, Marie G. Johnson, Grand Jira 2, signed. 44, Matthew Joe Bassa 3, signed. Priscilla A. Cooper, 45, Priscilla A. Cooper, Maserado 5, signed. 46, Rookie Barry, Maserado 1, signed. 47, Samuel G. Koga, Nima 5, signed. 48, Benabu B. Benson, Maserado 17, signed. 49, Zina Norma Bapolu 1, signed. 50, Ellis S. Noah Sano 3, signed. Honorable Presiding Officer, Honorable Co-Presiding Officer, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen,
Please don't stand up, please.
there are 50 signatories to the resolution.
So the resolution for the removal of the speaker has been read and signed by those named called.
What is the way and pleasure? Honorable James Fuller, Hong County.
Honorable presiding, co-presiding, distinguished colleagues. Honorable presiding, co-presiding, distinguished colleagues, having listened to the report of the committee that was set up to conduct investigation into the complaint filed against Honorable Councillor J. Fanansi Kofa, and the committee informing us that all of the invitations or notices or summons served him to come for hearing, he refused. Yet, the committee going to work and conducting the hearing to hear from the complainant to admit evidence in order to satisfy the requirement of our law of due process. Also following their recommendations consistent with the resolution just read in line with Article 49 of our Liberian Constitution, which says in part that the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, can be removed by cause of 2/3. Again, the House's Rule 9, taking into consideration that this is a rule-based legislature, which also says in part in Rule 9 that the Speaker can be removed. 9.1, let me state on the record, 9.1, which says the Speaker, Deputy Speaker, and other officers of the House may be removed from office for cause by a resolution of 2/3 majority of the members of the House, and having satisfactorily satisfied both the constitutional provision and the statutory provision through a resolution that even went beyond the 2/3, thereby gathering a signature of 50 persons. I want to move, if I can obtain a second, that the resolution and 8 clear minutes be accepted by this upper body, full implementation, take immediate effect, and Councillor J. Fanansi Kofa, representative of Grand Crew County District Number 2, be given an ultimatum of you have the right to stay already this. Be given an ultimatum of 1 week to vacate and take all of his materials out of the sacred office of the Honorable Speaker of this honorable body. That the executive be written immediately as of today's date to withdraw with immediate effect all immunities that is then enjoyed by Councillor J. Fanansi Kofa, representative of District Number 2, Grand Crew County, in the name of the Speakership, be withdrawn with immediate effect. If I can obtain a second.
So that motion has been seconded by the body.
Are you ready to vote? Are you ready to vote?
No voting. It's a resolution.
It's a resolution.
No voting. It's a resolution.
So 50 members of the majority bloc have signed a resolution to remove J. Fanansi Kofa as a speaker of the 55th legislature. So that's what's happening here today at the joint chamber of on the Capitol Hill.
He's coming to restate the motion, and then he's going to end it
So he's going to restate the motion. There's some correction need to be made in the motions that was read by Bon Conte, Jim Kola.
Okay, Mr. Kola.
Yes. Yeah, not to state the motions for the record to clarify that, but I want to say to this body, having read the resolution which requires or satisfy both our statute and that of the Constitution, that the resolution be noted, received and noted, and all implementation in the resolution be implemented. Thank you. Endorse. Well, you're not voting.
No voting here. We're not going to want a different motion.
Are you saying that the portion that has to do with David on the major is moved?
Yes. In the first place, there was no motion. There was no motion.
So you restated a motion.
There was no motion. It's not a motion, Chairman. We want to inform the plenary that on that note, we say we received the document endorsed in its totality. Simple, no motion. Thank you.
Thank you. Distinguished colleagues, with the resolution generally signed by 50 members of the Honorable House of Representatives, certify the provision of the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, Article 49, and the stated in addition to 9 of the House Standing Rules, number 1. Honorable Chief, distinguished colleagues, the position of the Speaker of the House of Representatives is now deemed vacant.
So the position is made vacant by 50 members of.
I would like the acting speaker to kind of read in keeping with our rules on the office of the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker is announced vacant. I would like you to kind of read our provision of our rules, what it states.
Rule 10. Subsection of the leadership. 10.1.
Vacancy, not 10%. Yeah, not succession. Vacancy, not succession. Not succession. Vacancy.
Yeah, but are the caption?
Vacancy.
Succession of leadership, yes.
Not succession.
No, not succession. No, vacancy.
Rule 10 have the caption succession of the leadership. 10.1 when the office of the Speaker.
Vacancy. Wait.
When the office of the Speaker should be
So there's consultation ongoing.
Routine subsection of the leadership. 10.1 when the office of the Speaker shall become vacant by reason of removal, death, resignation, inability, or other disabilities, the Deputy Speaker shall act as Speaker until a new Speaker is elected within 60 days.
Okay, distinguished colleagues, of your listening to the reading of our rules, Rule 10.1, I was clearly read, acting Chief Clerk gave the authority to the Deputy Speaker to act and steer the affairs of the Honorable House of Representatives within 60 days. I, Honorable Thomas Fowler, have come to be declare to you, my distinguished colleagues, knowing the authority in keeping with our rules, I have come to say the work of the Liberian people must continue in as much as reserved within 60 days to set the stage for elections. I have come to declare to you, distinguished colleagues, I, Honorable Fowler, Deputy Speaker of the Honorable House of Representatives, will not be contesting for the position of Speaker, thereby set the stage not to prolong the process of having our Speaker. I now declare the elections of the Speaker. I now declare the position of the Speaker open. Any of you, my colleagues, I have interest in becoming Speaker of the Honorable House of Representatives, and it is hereby so ordered. Motion by Secretary.
So this is what happened here. The lawmakers are jubilating and hawking one of their breaking number 2 of district number 11. So keep following. We have been asked to go out.